What's the person?
Okay, we're ready to start our next set.
Good evening. We are the chamber choir. Good evening. We hope you've enjoyed the concert so far. We are the chamber choir, and our first song, and we're excited to share the music we've been learning with you. Our first song comes from Kenya and is sung in Swahili. The words mean, "Welcome, we are happy you are here. Welcome to our beautiful country of Kenya. There are no worries in our peaceful country." It is a welcome song, so in short, we are welcoming you. Our soloists are Erica Campo and Mertza Rubala.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni mwakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata.
Kenya wote,
Hakuna matata.
oh Kenya yetu,
Hakuna matata. Oh, Kenya wote. Hakuna matata. Oh, Kenya yetu. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata.
Our next song is perfect for a spring concert. This is usually raining season here, and we definitely know a thing or two about rain service. We hope you can close your eyes and imagine the sound of the rain while we sing grace.
Ready.
Hunter.
Ready.
We're good.
I'm waiting for Hunter.
It's not turning down.
It's not changing.
Hold up.
Try harder. Okay, if it's not, it's not. It was acting weird the other night too, so. Okay.
Our next song is a spiritual, and it reminds us to be strong and stand up for the things we believe, to stand up for who we are, and to never let anyone, any hate, or injustice change who we are. Our soloist will be Kaylee Root.
Turn me around.
Our next song comes from the poet Sarah Teasdale in her poem called April. It describes how the earth looks in the very beginnings of spring, when the backyards are barren ground. The trees are still barren, other than the evergreens, and the sparrows are twittering as they fly. It describes how we can feel spring in ourselves, even when we can't see it. This is Mrs. Cunnington's favorite song, and we've learned, and for many of us as well.
Okay, for the last song, I'm going to do the talking because I'm going to tell you a little bit of a little tiny personal story. So jazz is actually one of my very favorite genres. If someone were to corner me and say, you can only choose one genre to do for the rest of your life, what will it be? It would be a hard choice, but I'd go with jazz. I love jazz. It's just my thing. But interestingly enough, years and years ago when I was in college, I decided I wanted to try jazz. And there's a long story of why I hadn't done it before, but we'll just say I wanted to try it out. And I went to this college, and the director, he said, okay, you can be in the jazz choir, come give it a try. And it seemed really fun, everybody was having a good time. And I remember he was trying to teach us how to scat. And scatting is a really scary thing to do. Scatting is really literally just making it up on the spot. It's rarely written down. It's trying to make sounds that mimic instruments, that kind of follow the chord progression. And you just kind of make it up. And there's some real good scatters out there. One of the, better ones, you think of Louis Armstrong, right? Like one of the best scatters. And so anyway, I remember we were standing in a circle on the stage in the auditorium of this college. And we were passing the microphone around. And the rhythm section was playing, and everybody had to take turns. And I was so scared. I was so scared. Because I'd never done it before, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I just was like, you gotta try it, you gotta try it. And so the microphone came to me, and I started to scat. And the teacher, standing out there in the audience somewhere, he goes, hey, stop, stop, stop. You sound like a chicken with your head cut off. That was the end for me. He ruined me. He ruined me. Those words broke me. And I hated scatting ever since. And still to this day, and I am a very mature, very seasoned performer. When I have to scat, I kind of have a mini heart attack because those words still ring true. And so it's my goal to not let that happen to my students, ever. To ever make them feel like they can't do something or make them feel bad about it. So we're diving into a little jazz here. And so tonight, we got a couple of soloists who might try a little scatting. They might play it safe, it doesn't matter. But they're going to go for it. They're going to try some stuff out tonight. And so let's talk about the audience rules with jazz. Now here's where it's different than, say, like what you just heard. In jazz, if you hear a soloist, it is actually appropriate to clap after the soloist is done. Whether it's a singer or an instrumentalist, you should clap. It's important. But for whatever reason, we don't do it on the other stuff. Don't even ask me why. I don't know, but that's what it is. So you're going to hear two soloists. Feel free to clap. And performers are also encouraged to encourage each other when they're on stage in a jazz situation. So that said, you know a little bit more about me than maybe you wanted to know. And we're going to do a little song called So Danse Samba. Oh, and thank you so much for being here tonight. This is our last song. I meant to throw that in there. So. Oh, our solos are great. Woo! And Kim. Yeah. Let's do some jazz. Ready?
Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
solos we heard tonight. And for the fact that we get to make music live in person and it's been wonderful. One more, let's go. We appreciate your support so very much. You should know that next week on Monday night is the Mac High Choir concert. It should be really good. It starts at 7. And then the Mac High Band concert is on Wednesday night. Also starts at 7. Come support us. We'd love to have you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, you guys.